set up your Premiere project. So first of all, you need to have your media in the right location. In this case, when we're in the classroom, we'll be working off of Vault. And so I've got my Film Academy folder, just like you do, Mr. Shula, and I've already started by creating a folder called Premiere Basics. You can see I have a folder for a different project. Bottom line is every time you do a new project, you always make a new folder for it, okay? All right, so, and I've got my clips in here, and they're in list view right now. If I want to look at them in icon view, I can do that. But anyway, so all my media and my music, etc. is here. So I will eventually be saving my Premiere project to the same folder. It's very important you do that. Keep everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Premiere and get this project started. Okay, new project button opens up. It's important you navigate to where you want this to go. So I manually go to choose location, and this is where I go and make sure I'm in the right location. So remember, I had that Premiere Basics folder. So you just need to navigate to be sure you're back in the same folder that you have all of your media in. So I choose that, and then I create it. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. And by the way, if your workspace doesn't look like this, you could just go to Windows Workspaces, choose All Panels, okay? And it'll get you to the right one, okay? Notice that this panel's open. I don't need this right now, so disregard. You'll learn more about that later. Okay, so project is open, and I'm gonna just really quick do a save as, and once again, it's going to where it should go, and I'll refer to this as my Premiere Basics project. And the next step is to import the clips. So just file, import, and they're there. So I want everything, even the music. I'm hitting the command key, by the way, to get all those, importing them. Okay, and there they are. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is, I'm double clicking so you can see it up here, is I need to create a sequence. And so the sequence I want to go with is, so file new sequence, is I want to do a DSLR 1080 by 24 frames per second. There's a lot of choices, but you know what, for now, let's all stick with that. 1080, DSLR 1080 24. Give it a name. I'll just call this Basics Master. Okay, sequence, okay, and then it resides there. I can look at this in an icon view or a list view, whichever I want. Okay, so if I click on this sequence now and I go to properties, you'll be able to see that my settings are 920 by 1080 at 24 frames per second, which is what I want. Now I'm just going to really quick check the settings on these clips. These are not mine, I just borrowed these. And they're set at a lower resolution actually, 1280 by 720, which we can make it work. It's not optimal. Optimal is to either have the same resolution as the sequence or higher, like 4K, for example, would work in the 1920 by 1080. But we can still make this work, and I'll show you how. So what you'll do is you're gonna decide which part of the clip you want. So let's see, just find whatever clip. So scroll along here. I kind of like that pan. I don't need the whole thing, so I'm gonna hit an in point with my I, out point with the O. Okay, and drag that clip in. And I want to keep the existing settings. If I do change, it's gonna change it to match the clip settings, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep that 1920 by 1080 by 24 frames per second. Okay. Note that's a little too small. That's probably not going to happen to you. It just happened to me because my raw files were 720. But I can do a right-click, scale the frame size, and problem solve. Okay, and then I'm ready to go. So that's how you set up your project.